People came through and all three squirrels bolted, but I think this is Tiny. Come here, baby. If it's Tiny, she'll come. Although she's skittish because this is where the other one was. And I can hear noises, which means there's another one up there on the tree. So which one is Tiny? Oh my, I can't even tell which is which. Come here, Tiny. Which one's Tiny? Is it this one? Is it that one? This one looks a little big. I can't tell which one's Tiny. That's really bad. Question is, will the real Tiny step up? This one's like rolling around on the ground, so I assume this is the real Tiny. But acting very skittish. Are you Tiny? Come here, baby. And there's the other one over here. I wonder what's going on here. This one keeps running back, but then is scared of the other one. I think that's Tiny. Do you see her rolling around acting all funny? This other one's digging up all the food Tiny buried and is eating it. Actually, he's got an acorn right now. And I don't know if that's Tiny, but she's acting really funky. I don't know if that plant makes them high or something. She's like rolling around in a ball and acting all funny. Have you seen that behavior before? That's really weird. And here comes another one down from the tree. But this one, I think this one is Tiny, but she's acting, I don't know if this is the one that ate the mushroom. And then here's this other one here. And the question is, which one is Tiny? Are you Tiny? I can't tell. This one here is like acting all funky. See her? She's running back and forth and rolling around. But if she's the one that ate the mushroom, that might explain it. And in this one, I don't know if it's Tiny because it still seems cautious. Tiny comes right up to me. And the other one is sitting up there on the tree. I don't know if you can see him there, sitting on the branch right there, munching away. So. That fire truck's coming. Okay, I just noticed yet another squirrel coming. So there's not three, there's like 4, maybe 5 squirrels. At least 3, I think 4, maybe 5. Because another squirrel showed up. There's one there, one here, one over here, and I think there was one up the tree. So I guess my question is, which one is Tiny? I don't think any of these are tiny. Unless it's the one acting all squirrely. Okay, there's definitely 4 squirrels. I counted. 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here chasing each other. So then the question comes to mind, have I been feeding the same squirrel? Or are there clones? This must be tiny because this one is coming right up. So the one that's acting all hyper is tiny. All the others, they run away from me. So that is tiny right there. And I think she's acting all hyper because the others have moved here and are taking her food. So like here are the others, see? There's one over there and one over here hiding. And there's one up in the tree. So there's 3 others that are here in addition to Tiny. And they make her nervous. So, but that might explain, you can see they're all skittish. That might explain some of the behaviors I've been seeing. I don't know if they're all brave enough to come up. I don't think they are. I think the only one that comes up is Tiny. But all these others are starting to come out, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave a pile for all of them. Let's see. It's like, I think the other 3 kind of stay together. But Tiny runs off by herself. I don't think she gets along with them. Feed this squirrel. Come here. Come on. See if he'll come with my food here. I don't think he wants it that bad. He's debating. Here you go. You can have that. It's okay. You can have it. It's alright. You can get it. It's like, I don't see it. He's still skittish. He's still scared of me. Didn't get the peanut that I threw down. And this big one over here is definitely not Tiny. Hello. I think he's debating if he wants to jump up here. Are you Tiny? Are you Tiny? I can't even tell if you're Tiny or not. This one may be Tiny. I don't know. Okay, not to be a pervert or anything, but we can see that this big aggressive one that Tiny was scared of is definitely male. I don't know if you can see underneath the squirrel. So this one is definitely not Tiny. There's like at least 4, if not 5 or more squirrels here. So, this other one is still skittish, and I don't think that's Tiny either. Seems to be looking at me, trying to figure me out. That other one's just playing around on the trees. Wonder what's going on, huh? Yeah, me too. Hard time telling them apart. This other one right here just came right up to me and actually did get on my hand, then bolted with the food. But they all look tiny. See, there's two right there at that tree. One's hanging upside down. One just jumped across. Here comes the other one. And there's one way up there high in the tree. So, I'm surrounded by squirrels. Here comes one down from the tree. Comes the other one here. Are you tiny or not? Yes, no, don't know. Now I'm really questioning if the squirrel that we've been calling Tiny is actually one squirrel or multiple squirrels. I can hear the squirrel making the noise and the birds coming right up to me. This might be Tiny. Are you Tiny? I can't tell anymore. Everybody looks the same. Now we've got a squirrel face-off. This one may be getting brave enough to come up here to get some food. This is not Tiny. That could explain why sometimes Tiny looked really fat. Maybe it wasn't Tiny. See, here's another one. And I don't think this is Tiny, because if it was Tiny, she would have hopped right on me.